Namaste everyone. Mahati Wellness welcomes you back to this journey of Yoga Sutras of Maharishi Patanjali. With the previous Sutra 2.9, Maharishi Patanjali completed the map of the five kleshas, the root causes of human suffering. Now, a very natural question arises: if these kleshas are so deep, so instinctive, and so persistent, how are they resolved? At this point, Maharishi Patanjali shifts from diagnosis to method. Today's Yoga Sutra 2.10 gives us the first key. The sutra is Te Pratiprasav Heya Sukshma, which means when the kleshas are subtle, they are removed by Pratiprasav, that is dissolution back into their source. Let us understand word by word meaning of the sutra. The first word te refers to those, the kleshas described in the previous sutras. The next word is pratiprasav, means involution, reversal into the cause or going back to the source. The next word is here, means that which is to be removed or resolved. The last word is sukshma, refers to the subtle state, refined, not grossly manifest. From Sutra 2.3 to 2.9, Maharishi Patanjali has carefully explained the nature and functioning of the five kleshas. Once this is clearly understood, a natural question arises in the mind of the seeker. These kleshas are extremely powerful. They disturb life itself and are cause of the bondage and suffering. Can they ever be removed completely? Earlier, Maharishi Patanjali explains that Kriya Yoga first weakens the kleshas. But when kleshas become subtle, another process becomes possible. These subtle kleshas are no longer gross disturbances such as strong anger, fear, or craving. They exist as seed impressions within the mind. Maharishi Patanjali says that such subtle kleshas are to be resolved through pratiprasav, a reversal into their very source. In yoga, nothing is violently destroyed. Whatever arises from the mind returns to the mind. Whatever arises from ignorance returns to clarity. This return to the cause is what yoga calls removal. Yoga, therefore, is a path of intelligent resolution, not suppression. Those tendencies that obstruct samadhi are dissolved back into their causes. Those qualities that support samadhi, like clarity, stability, dispassion, are allowed to manifest and strengthen. This requires clear discernment: what must be resolved inwardly and what must be cultivated outwardly. With this vision, the aspirant stops fighting the mind and begins educating it back to its own source. When the kleshas dissolve and the mind rests back into its source, Prakriti, the yogi becomes free from inner impurities. Abiding in inner stillness, life flows in ease, contentment, and clarity. This is Jivan Mukti, liberation while living. As a practical reflection, observe this carefully. Gross reactions can be managed through discipline and restraint. This is the process of Kriya Yoga. But subtle tendencies dissolve only when they are seen at their root. When a reaction arises, ask yourself, what belief is feeding this? What identity is being protected? What assumption is silently operating? Instead of following the reaction outward, trace it backward. This inward tracing is pratiprasav in daily life. Yoga Sutra 2.10 teaches us that subtle suffering cannot be fought. It must be understood back into silence. When kleshas lose their cause, they lose their power. Yoga does not destroy the mind, it returns the mind to its source. This is the essence of Yoga Sutra 2.10. In the next Sutra 2.11, Maharishi Patanjali explains how active kleshas are handled through meditation itself. Thank you for staying with this depth. Namaste.